What is up? Thank you for coming back to us. This is the Horror Debate. I'm Jeff Rowdy Jake here, and alongside me, as always, my buddy, Michael Mandy.
And this week we're doing another of the After Dark Films 8 Films to Die For series for 2007. And this entry is called Unearthed, directed by Matthew, and I know I'm going to screw this up, sorry Matt, Leutwiler. Starring, and I know this
Wasn't that a type of dog, the Leutwiler?
I don't know.
Oh, Rottweiler. Never mind, Mikey. Go ahead.
Leutwiler should get a Rottweiler.
Bad joke, sorry.
Starring Luke Goss and Emmanuel, and I'm going to screw this name up too. You know, it's funny, this film was made in English. Usually those Italian giallo films are the ones I'm always messing up on.
We hate it when people say our names wrong, and we apologize if we say your name's wrong. Yeah. We laugh only because we know we're going to say it wrong.
Yeah.
So that please excuse that.
Call us up and tell us, hey, it's pronounced Vaugier.
That's right.
Okay, so
That's right.
So I'm guessing it's Emmanuel Vaugier.
Exactly. Maybe.
Give us a call.
Sure.
and
I'll go for it, Mike. I'll go for whatever you tell me.
Okay.
Okay, so we're talking about Unearthed. Here we are again at the 8 Films to Die For. This is the next entry. Mm-hmm. Cool title. One of my favorite albums, Unearthed. Here we are.
Okay.
Okay, maybe that doesn't apply to this review, but hey, cool title.
What's the plot of this movie, Jeff? What are we looking at?
Here we are. We have a Native American thing happening here, right?
Yeah, it's out in the desert.
We've got some aliens popping out from underground, hence the name Unearthed, right?
Well, not some, just one.
We've got it. Well, yeah, but there's others. They always mate. Don't you ever watch movies, dude? These things are always humping and making babies. There's more under there. It's in the sequel. Mm-hmm. Unearths, like the deaths of Ian Stone. It's plural now. Okay? Get with the program, Mikey. Okay. Come on now. Anyway, you got this sheriff who happens to be
Emmanuel.
No, sheriff. I was going to say who happens to be Emmanuel, who happens to be a chick.
Yeah, a chick sheriff in the desert.
Who has an alcohol problem.
Yeah, she something bad happened to her before the movie starts, and so she's feeling really messed up about it.
I don't care if they didn't have catering in her trailer, Mike. I'm just talking about the character she plays.
Yeah, and she drinks a lot. She hangs out at the bar, and the townspeople don't like her, and they keep reminding her, at the town meeting next week, we're going to fire you. You know that.
Yeah.
Gee, why are you drinking so much? Gee, that's a hint.
This movie was, what? How can I put this? How can I put this in a nice way? This movie was very generic to me. Mm-hmm. This movie did not have a lot that stood out to me and that said, whoa.
Yeah.
Hence, or therefore, or whatever the right word is, it should not be in the 8 Films to Die For. Mm-hmm. Because this was probably, of the ones I've seen so far, even though some of the others sucked, this was probably the most generic. The most formulaic, but more just absolute baseline. Not a lot of blips on the radar.
After I saw this movie, I said, you know what? I want to watch Tremors again.
Very Tremor-like.
Yeah, this movie.
Very Tremor-like.
This movie had Tremors written all over it, but Tremors is a much better film.
Yeah. This movie, I didn't see the point, and maybe I'm missing the point.
I didn't see a lot of this movie because this is the darkest damn movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And you want to know something? You think the poster is dark. This movie is darker than the poster.
Well,
basically the plot,
this is a big thing now, Mike.
It's dark, and, they did the dark to cover up the lack of special effects.
Because the
lack of budget,
good, right?
The super close-ups of the alien, all you could see was just something shiny and wet in the dark. That kind of
Whoa, wait a minute, Mike. There's a family program.
Exactly. That's what you couldn't tell what it was. It could have been an alien. It could have been a rock. Who knows what the heck it was? And then the far away scenes. This was the worst computer graphics. I mean, it looked like a cartoon.
We didn't finish the plot. Okay.
Plot was
fill it in a little bit for us here. You got the female sheriff who's about to get booted out of her job because of something that happened, a previous event that happened right in her sheriffdom.
And meanwhile, Native American digging in a dig somewhere uncovers something. He dies, and someone else takes over.
And so the sheriff takes it upon herself to basically try to save the townsfolk.
Right.
From this alien.
Mm-hmm. But of course,
I know this sounds really bad. The way we're laying this out sounds really bad, but it's not quite as bad as what we're saying here, as far as like, because it sounds kind of stupid. But
this is one of those films. Don't think about it, because you will say this is stupid.
Please just watch it numbly. You know what I mean?
And when you're done with the film, you will veg.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, you'll go, okay, I saw it.
So anyway, the alien comes out and he does what?
And he looks like Scyther from the Pokemon, didn't he? the few scenes that I saw, I went, it's Scyther.
Mike, I never would have thought in my wildest dreams that Pokemon would come up in a horror debate. I never, Pikachu! I never thought it would happen, my man. Anyway, so the alien comes out.
I got kids, in case you're wondering. That's how I knew about it.
And believe me, we know all about Pokemon. But anyway, so tell us about it, Mike.
I did. This movie sucks.
Fill it in a little bit.
This movie is dark. It sucks. And
no,
what else?
Come on now. The alien comes out, and what starts going down?
A big water tower.
A big water tower. Well, yeah.
It chases after people. They run into their van and are drunk, and they escape, and it follows them. They go. It causes heck, and they get in, and they go somewhere else, and it follows them. It knows this chick's name.
Yeah.
Man.
You know what, Mike? On second thought, it really is that stupid.
Yes, it is.
Now, on second thought, it really is that stupid. It's like I said. It's as formulaic a movie as you're going to find. And
the movie, this tells you, okay, yes, it's a low-budget film, but come on, the movie, one of the big plot twists, not twists, but just a thing that makes the movie happen is this thing runs across the street and a semi gets into an accident, and what you do is you just see the thing run across the street, you see the truck drive past the camera, and then you hear crash, and then 2 days later, the semi is laying halfway across the street, and they're saying, oh, gee, no one can get into the town because the only road is blocked by the semi. It's like, send a tow truck.
Well, I will say this.
We can't clear this for another day or two, and it's like,
I will say
move
this.
It.
I thought some of the acting, as far as building a little bit of anticipation, a little bit of suspense, that worked for me. Okay.
The actors were all right.
Well, and it was more than that. It wasn't just how they delivered their lines and everything. It was kind of building that intensity of having to escape this place. There's no fuel. The
only gas station in town is out of gas.
Yeah.
And yet the road got blocked off by this semi, and so, but wait a second, what about the road leading out of town? That wasn't blocked, but nobody can get into the town for some reason because only one side is blocked off.
Well,
don't think about this movie.
Maybe it's a big loop, Mike. You don't know.
This is a town where there's only one road in, folks.
Suspend your belief for a minute here. Maybe it goes in, it takes a big U-turn, and you come back out the same way.
You know what? I actually looked forward to this film because in the first 5 minutes, it shows this truck driver before he got into the crash. He's at a diner, right? Your stereotypical movie opens up, truck driver at the diner, and he's got a photograph in his and it shows of his dogs, and the dogs, or he's got a shirt.
Yeah.
He's wearing a shirt with his dogs on his shirt, and the waitress lady, are they at home? Yeah, I'm going home to see my dogs. And then when he gets into his truck, he pulls down the visor, and there's a photo of the dogs wearing a shirt with his face on.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just went, I like that.
That's fun.
That was cool.
That too.
And then 2 seconds later, he gets into the crash and dies.
Yeah. You see,
then the movie's downhill.
The guys always die in these flicks, Mike. I don't know.
So anyway, I'm just saying, whoever directed this movie and put that little thing in there, I liked that. Yeah. That's personality.
There were little things to like in this film, but like I said, if you were on a heart monitor, if this film was on a heart monitor, it flatlined.
Yeah, you would.
It flatlined because there was not a lot of things that made you go, oh, that's cool. There were a couple little things, a couple little blips here and there, but not enough to save this film.
Yeah, no, and it would have been nice if we could have seen the blips.
Yeah.
But it was so darn dark.
Yeah. So, I don't know, Mike. This is so bland. I mean, what do you do with a movie like this?
What you do is you bury it and hope it does not become unearthed. 1 star.
1 star. I'm gonna give it. Yeah, I think 1 star is about fair. I wanted to give it 2 because I thought some of the acting was decent.
Go watch Tremors instead.
Yeah, I think Mike's right on this one. I think this is a 1 star affair, unfortunately.
You know what? It would be an interesting comparison. Get like Tremors 3 and back-to-back it on this and see which one's worse.
Oh.
That would be a contest.
You know what? I got to say Tremors 3 is worse. I got to be honest with you, Mike.
But you see my point.
Yeah, I see your point.
All right, I'm Michael Mandy. He's Rowdy Jeff. We'll talk to you next week.